I don't think it's quite time for Fjarge Season 2 yet. Fjarge will return someday. But for now, what were these other save files up to? That's Fjarge. Fjarge was pretty early on. Fjarge was just kind of a startup to demonstrate. Okay, Capture, are you gonna get along with UnReal? Switch to Window. Window gets along better with UnReal. Yeah, here we go. Here's Fjarge, who has barely gotten started. Welcome. Fjarge Drakelanian. Here, in the north. Here, aside the pond. At the dawn of Swidden month. Let's see, what do you got? Rough knife, hand axe, hunting bow, couple of arrows. Fur shoes. Wool body wear, nettle cloak, fur hood, leather belt, a shovel, a torch, a fishing rod. A handful of various seeds, and a single stag cut. Yeah, you're at that sensitive early time of being almost out of your starter food. Needing to get ready to live on your own power. Which, yeah, for any unfamiliar, welcome to the UnReal world. An Iron Age survival roguelike set in old Bizarro Finland. The oldest actively maintained game. In the making since a good while ago and still being updated to this day. Game that understands the close, enduring relationship between human and knife. I guess let's try to... let's get introduced. Here's Fjarge. Fjarge Drakelanian. Of above average intellect, reasonable will. Above average in most respects. Good strength, high endurance, adequate dexterity, agility, speed, good sight, very cute taste, very tactile. Not great of hearing. In many respects, the anti-Fjarge. 185 centimeters tall, 79 kilograms. And let's see, skill sheet. Good at agriculture, building, cooking, not much else. Terrible skill spread. Good at agriculture, bad at herb lore. Knows only of domestic plants. Don't ask about wild plants. Those strange things of the outside. Bad with hides, bad with timber, bad at medicine, but who isn't bad at medicine? Bad at trapping, tracking, doesn't know anything about weather. 1/3 carpentry isn't terrible. Could ski if she had to. Not very stealthy, not a climber, not a swimmer. Could handle a sword. Or a crossbow. Alright, let's try to fish. Try to fish. Okay, got there. Good fish. These will do for a bit. And just quickly... Only knows 2 rituals. Not very magically inclined, Fjarge. Quick general offering. throw back one of these perch. And let's get a fire going. Come on. Come on. There we go. And roast all these fish. Alright, so Fjarge, we've joined where you're probably going to be shortly after starting off with any Unreal character. She has a basic little lean-to set up here near a source of water, and the vast, endless woodlands around her in which to make a home. Got a pile of firewood, got a bunch of rocks. Gotta get everything else we need from nature. From the many trees and rocks and water and the occasional wandering meat as can be found in the wilderness. Go ahead and eat this stag cut. And then this flat bed of the hill here, that's a good site on which to build the cabin. So I should set up like a food cellar around here. Number review material needed for that. Trunks, boards, stones. So, 2 more of those, and then I have to kill a small tree and a large tree. Those are on the fire, so I can comfortably head over here. Fell this lad. Get myself some tubes. Pocket full of fish, ready for the working day. So, once again, just remind myself, cellar. 2 more of those, then the boards, then the stones. And she can fish well enough to survive, and also, so there's 2 layers to the Unreal world. You have your direct hands-on layer, and then for long-range overland travel, you got this outer layer where you can cover vast distances in shorter time and survey vast distances. So you can see there's this bigger frozen lake that we're up against right now. And one of these keys, wounds, there's map, of which not much is known. Not much in detail. We have a vague sense of where the territories of each of the tribes are. Our own people, the Dreek, live over here in this teal blob, vaguely. There's villages around here somewhere if we went out looking for them. And probably should, since trading is a good way to just get a bit more secure in your startup. So, slice you down. Not gonna mind any birds. Put down some snares near the lake. Those will often catch birds. Did you free wing meat? Not carrying any rocks. Well, is that bird resting? It's just in the tree, looking at me. How do I unwield my knife? Take off. Bird. Next time, bird. So that was my first arrow, and then pile of twigs here. Second arrow, third one would have landed somewhere over here. Third arrow. Third arrow. Take the stone. Farewell, third arrow. Stay safe. Well, I have the stones I set out for. May as well grab a couple of rocks as well. Mosey on back to camp. So I think I can harvest large rocks indefinitely from one of these big rock. Like, let's see. No, well, not. Mining. Yeah, mine for stone. With a hammer, I can smash up this rock. Get all the sensible sized rocks I'll ever need. So next up, boards, which requires a full-size log, such as from this tree. Hacking away well into the night. To make the worst boards. As you do. Should be fine. And throw together a quick sleep and fire. Carry us through the morning. Our insulation isn't great. Could use some gloves? A hat? Don't have many options for that. Gonna make myself a bowl real quick. Real quick can mean 3 hours when you have the worst tools. That's how it goes. This way I can smash open the ice and then fill a bowl with water. Carry around water bowl. That's good beverage. Get all this over into the lumber pile, and now cooking. That's build. Okay. All right, we have a food pit. Put food in the hole. Hole will keep it safe. Punch fresh hole in the ice because we also want some wicker. Utility article. Soak these branches real quick. Since we'll need those for cordage. For snares. To protect from birds. Don't want birds getting at my handful of mystery seeds. Fjarge has no idea what these are, but we're gonna plant them. Maybe then we'll know. Kill Everblore. What is that? Think about it. What is that? Don't even know when to plant it, but we're gonna plant it. If I'm gonna get any sort of cabin built, I really need a less bad axe. Some sort of good axe would be a plus. So, let's go find a village. We haven't left anything perishable at the campsite. Nothing that isn't stowed somewhere. There's a bandit. Let's not go that direction. Pass out in the woods. Okay, sleep in shelter. Oh, these aren't done yet. Alright. Take a whole couple of firewoods. Drop those in here. Like that. Light it. Finish off your fish and then rest. Okay. Back in action. Where is town? Got 4 roast bream, a day-old bowl of water. It's noon and we're wearing mittens. Well, no, we're not wearing mittens. Let's hit it. Where is village? These are the Dreek lands. Where are the Dreek folks? Where is Dreek home? There is Dreek home. There is Bear. There is Bear. Here is town. Our children. There is building. You are probably a sage. You, yes, Wiseman. Wounded adventurer. Sounds like he's not my problem. Wounded adventurer was probably mauled by that bear. And we'll say, hey, I left things back at the bear. They got turnip here. And barley. And the perfect shovel. Alright, hold on. Just gonna take a quick drink from the water bowl. Then... let's get some tar. We need to go shopping. Tar harvesting is simple but valuable work. Everyone needs pine tar. So let's see. Perfect shovel is probably a bit much. And we have good shovel. We have medium shovel. This barley, though. Although, that's of limited use until we have a stove. Let's see what else they got around here. Alright, there's the wounded man. Here with this fine splitting axe. And a fine knife. Better axe and better knife would do a lot for us. Hey, Armus. How much for the knife? About 5 tar. About 5 tar. About 6 tar. 2 more tar. Go trade. Victory fish. And we have better knife. Alright, here's the sauna. There's a storage house full of some manner of plant bags. Trident. Turnip seed would be a good purchase. A male oberk. Body armor. Fine carving axe. Yeah, there's some good equipment in this town, just waiting to be paid for. We'll have to scrape a lot of tar to earn these. Roast badger. How much tar for this meat? Alright. Survival rations. Good to see. And we can spend the night at the meeting hall. Hospitality rules and all that. Take a chance to warm up. And off we go, vanishing into the night. Or not yet. Still more looking around to do. If we could find a pine that's outside town, then collecting would be faster. So we have good knife. Looking for good axe, of which we have 2 candidates here. And backup food supplies. So, 19 tar. When it cost about that much to get the knife, so axe would be more expensive than that. Find that axe. Yeah, the fine carving axe. Then I went around to haggle for this axe. Anyone? Yes, you. Woodsman. Pavo. Start you off at 10 tar. How about 8 more tar? 1 more tar. 1 more tar. 1 more tar. Alright. An axe. Fine level tools, although not general purpose ones. A fine specialized tool should do better than a garbage general tool. I could get that other axe as well. Yeah, the fine splitting axe here. Which I could help pay for with my other... Well, no, rough quality is kind of worth nothing for sale. Alright, you know what? This needs accompaniment. There we go. Haven't bought turnip seeds yet. And a full bag of turnip seed. 3 full pounds. Well, no, that's a box. That's a box. Can we get a bag? They have bags of grain. But only boxes of turnip seed. I guess if that's what unit they store it in. Sage. I would like to purchase these seeds. Do you accept tar? Yes. Good. Probably could have gotten away with another box for that. Let's find out. Sage. What if I offered to buy the same thing for half as much? Yeah. Haggling. What about twice as much of that thing for the same amount? Yeah, that's value. Now we're doing business. Yeah, nothing in here but the tubs and the sonoscoop. The one hunting bow. In this building. Yeah. Splitting axe. And the bear fur. Any other tools? Broad axe would be generally useful. Bunch of dried burbot. Woodsman's axe. And a boat. There's a boat here. One boat. Yes, hello. I would like to commerce. We're in shouting distance. We may commerce. Hello. How are you? I'd like to buy an axe for 16 tar. How about 1 tar? I got a stick covered in gump. What if I throw in this trash knife? And this trash axe? Now we're talking. Alright, so Woodsman's axe is good at felling trees. Carving axe is good at crafting wood things. Broad axes are also good for felling trees. And the splitting axe is also more for fine, crafty work. This is probably enough axes to get started. We have 2 good axes and a knife. A real knife. Real orb. And all these badger cuts. Also knowledge that there's fish here. We could buy fish from this town. That knowledge is power. I'll just borrow some stones off the common land. As is my right, I am traveling. I do not joinder these stones. Pile them up. Take them home. Which is, yeah, over there. Though I could just as well abandon that shelter and resettle closer to town. I have only committed a single food pit at this shelter. Could just as well pack up. Yeah, I got my soaked branches here. And my assorted seeds. These garbage boards. Yeah, you know what? Shove these up here. Shove these up here. I'll bring the rocks with me. Rest a moment. Haul this all up a step. And now, celebratory bonfire. Well, first let's do some sort of day's work. Pop these. Into the pit for storage. We're not all that encumbered. Just 20% encumbered. Make some cord. Alright. Celebratory bonfire. Come on, fire. Here we go, fire. Yeah! Fire that will burn for 12 hours. There we go. Now we're living. Throw down another badger cut and sleep. Fire's still there. Good, dependable friend of the show, bonfire. Farewell. So, get across this lake, or we got an island here. What about Fjarge Island? It's closer to town. We just need a raft. Or a boat. Like that boat they were selling in town. Just a nice lake island. Let's see how close to the shore. There's the shore. Some big rocks. Always plenty of trees. Yeah. Now we're talking. Well, hold on. Let me keep hold of these, since they're also very tiny. Drop my soaked branches. Drop my 7 stones. So we'll make a new food cellar here on the island. For which I need some trunks. One more of that. And I may as well... Let's be sure the spirits approve of this. Just pop a hole in the ice. Quick fresh drink. And... fishing. That's a bad spot for fishing, apparently. How about out here? Fishing? Fishing. 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 Island spirit. Island spirit, come on. What is this? Island spirit, why you gotta do this? Payment up front, Island spirit? Come on. Come on, 1 fish. We cool? Island spirit. We'll sort this out in the morning. Island spirit has only just met Fjarge. It needs time. Get some branches. Throw together. Shelter over there. Need more twigs. Too tired. Gotta sleep. On the future site of the shelter long enough. Be awake enough. Continue the shelter. Alright, let me shove these over here. Fire? Fire. Fire. How about fire? We got fire. Shove some twigs in there. Yeah, we got like an hour of fire. Just throw more garbage in there. As long as 10 minutes of twigs produces more than 10 minutes of fire. Just last till morning. I eat my last roasted badger cut. Sleep, and we're good. Alright, finish that shelter. There. We have pre-HUD. Basic leaning house. And there's some birch over there. We got bark. Usable crafting bark. Alright, cross the ice. Head to town. Stop in this field to grab some tar. Probably tar here, right? There's some pine in the field. Field? You got pine? Field. Come on. Find me. Pine in town. Alright, even a fistful of tar will get us a useful amount of food. Let's just go find Fish Hut, or the pile of roasted badger meat. Who wants this? Well, who will... Sage. I have the tar. Alright, we got more badger. Did not refill bowl of water before coming back out here. Plenty roast meat should be good for now. Let's get back to that island. So, get drink. Fish? Island spirit? We'll talk. So, need boards. Down that tree. Split that tree. Look how much easier this is with a real axe for people. Bird. Alright, so... build food cellar over there. Stones. Need 3 more stones. Getting tired. Alright, move all of this over get it safely away from the fire pit, and then create the fire pit. Alright, new food hole. Get all of this in there. And go ahead and set some wraps. Well, okay, creating them first. Then you set them, right. And get those birds. They'll never see it coming. And then apply pour loop snare over there. And over there. And over there. Come at me, birds. So with those fundamentals down, the next task is waiting. I suppose I could establish a boat. Boat has some importance to it. So, transport. One board for a paddle, and then three trunks and 3 rope. So carve out some cord. And then need to fell some trees. Just an hour apiece. That's right, birds. I sure don't notice you. I have no idea what to do with you. Fine raft. Maximum raft. Perfect raft. Got there. Immediate, flawless watercraft. Garbage paddle. Simply the worst. Hot and vigorous. A new day begins. This is where garden can go. Whole bunch of turnip can fit into this little patch of dirt here, once the ground isn't frozen. So now the next great work begins of house building needs to unfold. Of which, yeah, there's a good spot for it here. Create like, maybe go for a 2x2 interior. Stove, bed, work table, empty space. Maybe more. Let's tear down the shelter. Maybe. More. Or like if I extend south more, have the top edge here, and then it could be like, yeah, 3 wide pretty elegantly. I could put snares on top of the food pit itself, that is true. So, need to get into a routine of felling a couple of tree a day. Set some sort of tree limit to avoid overlumbering. Devote time to other things. Like fishing. Come on, Island Spirit. Look, I made you a boat. See, we're getting around. Island Spirit will reach an understanding with us. It's good people, the Island Spirit. The ice is still strong, so no need to worry about too much. And town is right here in which to get more supplies. Thinking about buying those burbets. Those were in that house. No, the next one. Boathouse. Where'd your boat go? Or was that a different house entirely? Yeah, that's the sauna. I'm more south than I was last time. Masterpiece leather boots. This one? No, that's Wounded Adventurer. This, yeah, this is Fish Hut. Home of 22 dried fish. Excuse me, miss. Hello. What's up? Now about the fish. I will offer tar for your fish. And it's dried fish, so it's gonna last a while. Make another scrub fire for the night. And up in the morning to fell some trees. Bird. Yeah, so I guess... yeah, I could start building a north wall. Hall house. Interior that's too wide, but like... 3 tall. Yeah. 6 tile interior house. Fireplace right here. Various fixtures. Door here. Yeah. That's how we go. That's the way you do it. So, shove these logs down there. Yeah, so it's six logs per tile of wall. Less than that for the door, and less than that for each interior. Though, also... well, yeah, I can keep this wood pile here. The first 3 sections of wall to make are the back wall here, so that I can get the roof up, and then build the fireplace. Didn't I have stones? Where's my stones? My stones went into my cellar. Right, I need interior before I can set up a fireplace. And go consult elsewhere what that costs. 35 stone. It's something else that also needs rocks. Need a bunch of stones. How many stones are there on this island? Let's explore. Get to know every part of this island. This island, which is now Fjarge Island. Check out these mushrooms. Or no, this is bald grass. Mystery grass. What is this? Herblore. At your feet. What is that? What is that? Maybe that's why the island spirit hasn't connected with us. We have to solve the riddle of grass. Once we know of this mystery, that's when the island will open up to us. Sandstone. A good start. Someday we will eat that bird. An entire free log. Nice. Well, let's split you up right now. Thanks, Island Spirit. That's a good log. In fact, yeah, formalize that. Thanks, Island Spirit. Have some badger cut. Good people. Just remember these boards are here in the middle of the woods. That's another 4 stones so far. And the potential to just make a hammer and start quarrying. Yeah! Got him! That's right, bird! That's right, bird, that's what you get! That's what you get, bird. Look at that skin. Yeah. Got him. Hazel grouse tries to steal my seeds. My mystery herbs? No way. Drop the feathers. Go process this leather as best we can. We don't have a table on which to pummel that. We can do that in town. Speaking of, we could, need a slender trunk. Make myself a walking stick. How about a better walking stick? A better walking stick. Come on, Fjarge. Well, drop off these island branches. Light them up. Cook this bird. A better walking stick. Right, she's actually really bad at timbercraft. That's what's going on. She's good at architecture. Trash at handiwork. Yeah, that little mark there means you have qualified for skill improvement today. Which can only happen once per day per skill. It adds up over time. You take something you aren't so great at and need to do it every day in order to survive, you'll become okay at it. Or dead. So, stone pile. $14 stone and counting. Ants. We have ants. Could this be Ant Island? Another free log. Is this the dawn of Ant Island Chief? Ants are a good sign. There are powerful magics that involve ants. May as well keep progressing those. Where, so for anyone encountering the UnReal world, via this session for the first time. So there are mission chains you can do. This one of which serves as the game's tutorial. And if you complete all of this, you get a small boost to all of your attributes. And along the way, you'll have done many useful for survival things. And it's not really hard to do. If you survive a full year, you'll have done everything on that list. At least once. So there's 2 more fallen logs here, just for free, laying around. Too many boards. Cannot pick up this many boards. Could maybe drag this many boards? Try to get them closer to the future house. Come on. Come on, boards. That's as far as I'll take them. For now. It's most of the way there. 10 more stones. 24 stones. Just need some more stone from the mainland. These will be useful for building the interior of the house. And doing this will provide me with plenty of firewood. Which, for the time being, can remain just scrub wood. I will take this to town and thrash it. Just need to borrow a table. And we can grab a few stones on the way back. Ah, there was another water step before the pummeling. Which also means that my wrenched skin is sitting here for a couple hours waiting to be... Okay, that's fine. We're sleeping here anyway. What do I... Huh? What do I owe you? Oh, hold on. Take what's yours. My apologies. That fell into my pocket while I was sleeping. I will take my skin and go. Well, I will finish processing my skin. Smash that with a stick. No? Need a rock? Take a rock. Got a tiny scrap of bird leather. Wounded adventurer still hanging out. Stay safe over there. Need another 11 stone? Call it 12. Call it 13. 14 stones. There's a fireplace. So, back to slicing. Got him. Another bird skin. Right, clean. Then tan. And I can throw down the bird leather here. Yeah, I can actually bring the cords over here as well. You know what? I don't need a single cut of bird. Leather and feathers are gifts from the island spirit. We'll pay back accordingly. Alright, so that's 2 wall worth of logs. And strictly speaking, carving them up isn't necessary in order to use them for construction. May as well, though. It's free branches. Wake up in the rain, feeling pleasant. Over the skin of a bird you killed. With your own handiwork. Well, with your own back of an axe. That's use of the hands. Didn't even need a fire. In the small hours, just hike back over to town, which is, yes, up there. Down, where are you? Down? Good. Just get those back. My crude staves, and I want them now. May as well actually sleep, I guess. Yeah. "20 dried fish is a good amount of food. That's gonna last a lot of trees."
Beep.
The sound of a trap. Sound of another bird falling for the same trap. Every time a bird falls in this snare, that's the island's way of saying, hey, take a break. You've earned it. This is going to be our designated tree near the house that is left intact. Then probably that birch as well. Yeah, for the bark and for the regular branches. So this one can go down. So there's all the wood for the back wall of the house. Plus the corners. Enough to get the interior up, enough to have a roof. Check on the skin. Wouldn't want to waste good skin. Well, it's terrible skin. Wouldn't want to waste skin. Move the raft over. This is skin point. Six hours of work, one section of wall. Take that into town in the morning. The evening. In time. In another couple of days, Fjarge will have her own furniture. 2 segments. Awake while the sun's up. It's a good place to be. Alright, now I can start making a little bit of ceiling and floor. Into which put the fireplace. So got there. Behold, fire. In a place. Fire in the comfort of your own home. Domesticated fire. Need more trunks. Been prepared nearly enough trunks. And back to needing more boards, but yeah, I got those. And branches go over here. This is fuel pile. Fuel lives here in the corner. Alright, since I'm starting to run low, A island How about a fish? Did I drop? No, there it is. There's fishing rod. Fish? Fish. Fish. Fjarge does not know fishing magic. Fish happen. There we go. Fjarge is somewhat underschooled in the mysteries. She knows only what to do in the event of a dead bear. Admittedly, that's very important. Sleep here, by the fire, under the roof. The roof. More boards. Guess I'll go split another one of the bonus logs. Those aren't too far off. What are you, though? Grass. This bald grass. What is that? That one of the, no. There's one. And here we go, Holland. Gonna need more fish soon. Got home. That's the entire interior paid for. Fish. Fish. Technically. Barely. Exactly fish. We'll need more fish. Alright, Island. What do you want me to understand about fish? I'm listening. We have all day, Island. I think we're getting somewhere. Island, you're alright. Okay, so fuel pile. I guess I'd put the bed in this corner then? Bed here, workbench here, miscellaneous floor tiles there. Bed for sleeping. Table rather than bench. Yeah. Furnishings. And that just leaves $60 more logs to finish the exterior. And then some boards and bits for probably a window? Maybe? Nah, no need for windows. Door. Just door. Just door and logs and house. Just island. Just Fjarge. On Fjarge's island. Next time, Fjarge Island?